Alright, so welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be going over this past this past Monday Night Raw from Chicago. Oh my gosh, that means CM Punk, and it did mean CM Punk for a good amount of time. So yeah, let's just start going over it, shall we? And let's show. I'm going to go over all the matches and segments, rank them, and then give my whole thoughts on the show at the end. This was a lot better than I thought it would, so let's just jump right into it. Start off with Cody Rhodes' promo. They gave him some good material this time on SmackDown. I don't know why he's having these repetitive speeches, but okay. On SmackDown, the promos are not even as not good at all. Actually, on SmackDown, he has to be lifted by Cody Rhodes or The Rock all the time he's on SmackDown. I don't know, but Cody Rhodes really cooked here again. And then The Rock came out afterwards, said something that really startled Cody. So I don't know, Cody Rhodes, I'm going to give that promo a 4.5 out of 5, a good way to start off the night. And another good opening match, too. Ricochet versus JD McDonough went over 3 segments. But damn, that delivered. I did not expect that to, but these are two high-flying, talented machines right here. Not big medium men machines, but super technical machines. Love that. Loved this match so much. This was a really awesome match. This was underrated too. Ricochet got the win. Good choice there because JD McDonough. I don't know why they're hating on JD McDonough, but okay. It gives Ricochet another boost in his winning streak. 4.5 out of 5 for that. Nice. Next up was the whole enchilada of the whole night. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins' promo. Damn, was that wild. You got CM Punk, you got Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre has gone better the past month. 2 months, 3 months. I cannot even explain all of it right now. You have to go watch that promo for yourself. That was just mind-blowingly amazing by all three men. They all did so well. It was funny. It was serious. It was angry. It was pretty awesome. 5 out of 5, dude. Clap it up for those three, especially CM Punk in his return. Yeah. Next up was Ivy Nile versus Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae actually ended up getting the win here over faking an injury. Her heel arc is pretty cool, but I'm going to give this match a 1 out of 5. Nothing happened. Next up was DIY versus The New Day. I gave this one a 2.5 out of 5. The only reason being is because the Judgment Day literally just destroyed them. Yeah, it was around 5 or 6. I have no idea. I didn't watch the show live, but I can already tell. But Judgment Day, they attacked, and then but it was one of the funniest attacks ever. But still, DIY or nobody got the win here. It was a no contest. But I gave this part a 2.5 out of 5 only because it was cut short. But hey, it's fine. It's still pretty entertaining to watch to see how this goes into WrestleMania. So. Yeah. Next up was Andrade versus Giovanni Vinci. I didn't see much of this one. Andrade did pick up the win. I don't remember much of this match, but I remember rating it pretty okay. 3.3 out of 5. The matches were not the best tonight or on Monday, but it's fine. Everything cooked. Literally every segment cooked. So next up was Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch's promo. That one I did not expect fireworks to happen on Chicago. Becky Lynch mentioning her father and how Rue is Becky's daughter, how Rue never met her father and how just emotional it is to be on this road to WrestleMania, and then punches Dom in the face and then a brawl happens. And this is exactly what they should have been doing all along. All this anger and emotion in this feud is what they needed all along. 5 out of 5. Another 5 out of 5 moment tonight. Or on Monday. Sorry, I'm saying tonight a lot. I'm so sorry. The 8th segment was Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn. Bronson Reed picked up a surprising win here. I did not expect that to happen, but it did. Nothing too interesting, but Bronson Reed pinning Sami Zayn. And every segment had its own effect to it. I'll say it right now. But Bronson Reed pinned Sami Zayn, which honestly, in hindsight, it's not actually surprising if you can tell what's going on with the story. Next up was Jey Uso versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Jey Uso got the win. 3.5 out of 5. Nothing special. Alright, but then at the end there, I'm not including the segment because it was backstage segment. I don't count the backstage parts because it's going to be way too long of a list. But damn, dude, that was one of the most surreal endings to Monday Night Raw ever. I did not expect to see The Rock obliterate Cody outside of the arena. And I don't know if anyone noticed this, the Stone Cold and John Cena hollers. I mean, apparently they were put there for that segment. So You know, like, that was just one of the most surreal things I've ever seen. I never thought I would see Cody bleed that much, or The Rock doing this, cursing everywhere. We need to go back to, like, TV 14 at this point. Like, this is just annoying. That's still PG. But it's crazy. Like, I don't know. Okay, so now if I had to rank them, CM Punk, McIntyre, and Rollins, this literally helped the WrestleMania match. Number 1. Number 2 is Rhea Ripley versus and Becky Lynch. Number 3 will be Cody Rhodes. Number 4 will be Ricochet and Jada McDonough. Number 5 will be Ronson and Sammy. Number 6 will be Jay and Shinsuke. Number 7 will be Andrade versus Giovanni. Number 8, DIY versus New Day. And number 9, Ivy Now versus Candice LeRae, the worst thing of the night. So, every segment had its own WrestleMania, road to WrestleMania effect. I mean, Cody Rhodes' promo had himself obliterated at the end of the night as well. Ricochet and JD's loss affects the Judgment Day going to WrestleMania. And this one is most likely the least one to have a WrestleMania effect. Maybe the Ivy versus Candice match. You never know. Ivy versus Candice, I mean, it's focusing on Candice's heel run. It doesn't really matter about the match quality, but it's just focusing on her heel run. So, I'll let it slide for that. DIY versus New Day, cut short because Judgment Day attacked. I mean, while Andrade versus Giovanni, just building Andrade for his next matches. So this is the one that did not have any WrestleMania effect on it. Rhea versus Becky finally got the emotion picking up on the feud. Bronson versus Sammy. That match, it had Sammy in an unfamiliar situation with Gunther manipulating him to lose. Another one there. Jay versus Shinsuke had the whole bloodline getting involved, and then The Rock just obliterates Cody at the end. So, yeah, but this whole show, I really don't know how to say this. I gave this show a 5 out of 5. Perfect Raw. I loved it. I cannot say that. I cannot express that enough. This was the best Raw of the year by far. Best Raw of, like, since what? I have no idea. I haven't watched Raws in the past decade, but this was a really awesome one in my opinion. I just can't believe Raw is better than SmackDown now. It's a lot better. So, excited. I mean, I'm just excited for this Road to WrestleMania. It's my first one experiencing the Road to WrestleMania. It's my second WrestleMania ever watching WrestleMania ever live, and this is my first ever Road to WrestleMania, and I'm really excited. So, that'll do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day. Goodbye.